All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Highland Arts Theatre! We've got an incredible live crowd here today. And I'm sure an incredible online crowd as well. And now I've ruined this entirely. Here we go. Okay, some version of that. Welcome. My name is Wesley Colford. I'm the Artistic and Executive Director, and we are so excited to be announcing our 2024 Winter-Spring Hat 10th Anniversary season. Yeah. I cannot believe that that's what it has come to, and yet here we are, and we have survived, and in large part thanks to many of you who are here in this room, many of you who are watching online, and hundreds if not thousands of people from all over the world, and certainly across this beautiful island that we all live on. And we are so excited to be here to share some things, some of which have been in the works for longer than I can think of even, some of which have been in works for more than 10 years probably, actually. But we're so excited to fill you in on some of the surprises and some of the treats. I'm assuming those of you that are here in person, and even those that are watching online maybe, you're the diehard fans, you're the Hat super fans. So I have to assume you enjoy listening to me talk for long periods of time. So welcome, wonderful. And for those of you that perhaps don't, I promise we won't be any more than 10, 20 hours. I joke, but there is a lot to talk about, and we are very, very excited. So without further ado, I do want to thank our sponsors, Flavor Creative Catering, who supplied us some delicious snacks. I don't want to take any longer than we have to, that there are so many people to thank, including our sponsors, including our donors, including our volunteers, including all of our creative teams, all of our actors, all of our incredible staff, and by all I mean the handful of us that make all of this happen on a daily basis, all of whom we are so, so grateful for. So for those of you, again, in the room, online, everything that we're about to talk about is only possible because you believed in us and gave us the strength to believe in ourselves. So thank you, and a really, legitimately huge round of applause to all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, because there's a lot of things, and especially if people are watching online later, I'm going to give a little brief table of contents so you have an idea of sort of the kinds of things we're going to talk about in an approximate order. First off, I want to give everyone a quick update on the status of Radical Access. Then we'll jump right into the Mainstage season announcement. After that, I'm going to give you some details on ticket packages, which, yes, are returning for 2024. And then I don't want to give too much away, but we have some updates on film screenings, the Hat Academy Junior production announcement, which I know has been hotly anticipated, and then a few surprises after that. So if you don't care about the first four things, feel free to skip ahead, except for all of you that are here who have to listen to me regardless. Before we get into all of that, though, we have a very exciting world premiere debut to show off to all of you, and online, hopefully you'll be able to see it. We have a brand new 10th anniversary logo created by our very own Hillary Scott that has been months in the making. Absolutely. And if this works, we're going to see it up on the big screen. That'll be on all of our upcoming posters, shows, everything. You'll be able to see lots of it, but we're so excited to have it. Oh, lots of t-shirts, which we'll talk about shortly. So before we get into the shows, Radical Access, as many of you who have been donors and have followed this process for the past 3.5 years, it has been the revolutionary program. It has saved the hat in many ways over the past few years. As well as getting us international news and putting us on the map in a way that really feels very special. I don't think it's a surprise that the numbers of donations has decreased in the past couple of years, which we understand. The times are very difficult. However, as a result, there is a gap between the funds we need to do all the things and to have everything be completely free versus the things that cost a lot of money that we have to ultimately pay for. So Radical Access is not by any means going anywhere, but it is evolving, and I'll talk a little bit more of exactly how that is going to happen after the shows, but I want to make sure everyone knows we are completely committed to accessible tickets for everybody, for every show, every performance, and I think everyone will be really excited about how we've evolved and innovated yet again, something we've had to do so many times already. I will say, however, to help cover that gap, we are launching in just a couple of weeks, hopefully, a brand new fundraising campaign, which is going to be a holiday catalog, aka the Hatalog, which we're very, very excited about. It's going to cover much of what we're talking about today is going to be included in that, as well as 2 whole pages of brand new 10th anniversary collectible merch, as well as some new surprises that you'll have to come and read the Hatalog in order to find out about. But we'll talk about that lots in the future. We just wanted to put on people's radar. And if you're looking for any Christmas gifts, or all of them, we have something for literally everybody on your Christmas list. So get ready for that, and it's going to be really exciting. Okay, that's page 1 of 17. No, 4. So I think it's time to talk about the Mainstage shows. And as you may recall, in many years, before we ever heard of such a thing as an unprecedented time, we used to do every season from January to May a 5-play Winter-Spring Mainstage season. And for the first year in 4 years, I'm so excited to say, knock on wood, there will be no mandated closures, no renovations, no sprinkler systems, and we will be once again offering 5 plays in 5 months, which I'm about to tell you about. Yeah. So first of all, in January, we will be hitting off the 10th anniversary in style with a brand new musical review, Cheers to 10 Years, a Hatstravaganza. So if you've seen previous reviews, things like Here Comes the Sun, Something to Sing About, any of our concert series, that with a heavy influence of the tribute to the Rotary show is going to have some of your favorite hat performers, your favorite hat musicians up on the stage doing some of the classic songs and stories from across the past 10 years. There'll be a lot of surprises, so I don't want to give away too much, but shows like Heart of Steel, Dream, She Loves Me, Cabaret, to name just a few, will be highlighted. Music directed by the incredible Barbara Setter, who has, of course, led the bands for a whole lot of our shows over the past 10 years. So stay tuned. We'll have lots to tease coming up, including some of those hat performers. I don't want to give too much away. But that will be from January 9th to 14th. So we'll be still slightly hungover from New Year's and ringing in the new year for the Hat 10th anniversary. After that, in February, we have a brand new world premiere play by Lindsay Thompson. Yes. And those of you who have been to her shows over the years, of course, recognize Lindsay's name. She's, of course, the writer behind Herstory, CJ and Run, Sweet Enough, as well as being on stage herself in many performances. This new play she's been developing for, I think, 2.5 years, if not more. It is called Overdue. It is a romantic comedy about a librarian, which those of you who know Lindsay know that will, of course, be a very close and intimate knowledge that she has. And we'll be announcing auditions for that show very soon. But what I'm very excited to announce as well is the play. It will be directed by one of our staff members in our first Mainstage direction debut, our education director, Rachel Murphy. So that will play February 6th to 11th, right before Valentine's Day. It's going to be a perfect date night, a perfect Galentine's date night, a perfect non-binary person with yourself, if you like, date night. We're really, really excited. It's a hilarious script with some real heart, which of course is what Lindsay is always known for. Following that, in March, we have another world premiere, another brand new play by a fabulous Cape Breton team. If you saw or heard of or remember San Juan, we are so excited to announce a new theater, dance, music, multimedia experience from the same team. Sarah Prosper and Shawnee Paul are delivering Mimigaj, which is, of course, the Mi'kmaq word for butterfly. And that's going to be debuting right here on the stage, March. I didn't write down the dates, but the first week of March. Again, without giving it too much away, it's going to be an incredibly poignant presentation exploring and recollecting around the history within Unama'ki of centralization, telling a fictional story through the stories and memories of real people. and we couldn't be more excited to announce more about that soon. So stay tuned, but it's going to be absolutely out of this world. Yeah, absolutely. And once again, that story by Shawnee Paul and Sarah Prosper, directed and choreographed by Sarah Prosper, and with original music by Shawnee Paul. In April, we couldn't do a 10th anniversary season with bringing out at least one Hat Classic, and so I'm so thrilled to announce a Hat Classic encore from our very first season. We will be bringing back, with the original cast, Kat Sandler's Punch Up in April. Yeah. I'm glad people remember. It feels like we've done it so much, but the last time we did it here was more than 6 years ago, if you can believe that. It's a show that, of course, is run very successfully here. We've also taken it to Halifax twice, where it won the best play within the Halifax Fringe Festival back in 2015. And we're so excited to revisit it after all these years and to get back the original crack team of Nick Borchis, Hilary Scott, and myself on stage in those roles. So stay tuned. That is April 16th to 21st, and we're so excited. Last but not least, for our Mainstage series, it's been tradition that in the past few years, or for many years, we've done a big Broadway musical in May, and this year is no exception. It's also become a tradition to take one of our most successful confidential musical theater projects and transform it to a fully staged, full production. And I'm so excited for our 10th anniversary. We will be doing this again. This is certainly one of my favorite confidentials, one of the favorites that we've done in recent memory. We will be doing the first fully produced Cape Breton production of Funny Girl this May. Yes. Yeah. We're so excited. If you don't know Funny Girl, it's not really a spoiler to say it's been famous for more than 50 years and was the star vehicle that catapulted Barbra Streisand to stardom. We were so excited this last April to produce an incredible one-night confidential version. I will be directing a full version with music direction by Barbara Stutter, who I mentioned before. And I'm so thrilled to announce, well, almost all the parts will be cast via audition, which will be announced shortly. We do have two announcements, and that is that the production will once again star Mia Tennette as Fanny Bryce and Kieran McGilvery as Nick Arnstein. So, yeah, we're very excited. Again, for everyone else who's waiting with bated breath, we will be posting auditions very soon for all other roles in that show, as well as Overdue and some other things that will be cast hopefully in the next month or so. So stay tuned. Those are the 5 shows that make up the Mainstage season. However, what I'm going to talk about is something that people I'm sure have heard me say before, as this reintegration of Radical Access into a renewed commitment for accessible tickets. We are introducing a ticket package for this season, so you can see all 5 plays at a very affordable price. What I haven't told you is that we are bringing back our original 2015 pricing, which means until December 24th, you can get all 5 tickets for $50. Yeah. It's something we're very excited about. 2 of the 5 are $39 plus tax themselves, so you can do the math, but it's, I think, 66% savings, which is absolutely outrageous. But hopefully makes it affordable, not just for you, but for your entire family, everybody on your Christmas list, and maybe even a few strangers you see at Sobeys. So I highly encourage you to get on that while you can. But that's not all. In addition to the usual Flex Pass, which lets you get all 5 shows and you can book any day you want, any seat you want, but no guarantees, we are also offering for the first time in 4 years the same seat, same night subscription. Meaning if you used to be a subscriber and you were in that category, you had your favorite seat booked, it is now on hold for you for all 5 shows. So you have between now and Christmas to call in, get your same favorite seat that you maybe remember from 2019 and the very beginning of 2020, and that'll be held as long as you want to continue to renew that subscription. It is slightly more expensive. It is 5 shows for $75, so $15 each. But if you want to know that you have the guarantee of your favorite seat held forever, that is the best package for you. Lastly, if we haven't forgotten about our Radical Access donors. And again, without those donors, we would not survive the last 3 years. We would not be continuing to bridge that gap. And the ongoing monthly donations that continue to come through have been instrumental in not just paying our staff and our artists and all the things that go into making the shows happen, but the heat and the lights and all of the things that are not very sexy, but very expensive and cost a lot. So as a thank you and a Christmas gift to all of our ongoing Radical Access donors of $25 a month or more, we are gifting you 2 of the $50 packages for free so that you can see all 5 shows. And if you'd like to upgrade to the 75 same seat option, we'll do an upgrade for only $25, and you can make sure you have your seat guaranteed for as long as you want. I mentioned before, aside from having, I think the best prices probably on the continent in terms of packages, we also know that times are very hard with inflation and the economy. It's not a pretty sight, and even $50 is a lot for a lot of people. So with that in mind, we have a new policy for this entire season, for all 5 shows I just mentioned. They'll be running Tuesday to Sunday, 7 performances through the week. Every Tuesday performance will be pay what you choose, so that there's no reason anybody cannot come and see an amazing world-class presentation at whatever price point meets their budget. We'll also have free seats available for every performance on a limited capacity, but again, making sure that nobody gets left behind, everybody gets a seat, and those will be the 3rd-tier seats, but you'll be in the building and you'll be able to see a great show. So yeah, we're really excited. I keep checking in. Hopefully, it says 55 people are watching, so that's pretty good. Okay, I have to catch up with my notes now. I forgot to mention, this is something that anyone who took advantage of our holiday duo package already knows, but if you, between now and December 24th, get our 2024 package, any of the versions, including the free one, you'll also get free access to all of our 2023 holiday movies that are coming up over the next few weeks leading up to Christmas. So if you need any more incentive, that is an extra bonus, and hopefully we'll see you there. We've got a great selection. It's already online. You can check it out, and you can book through the box office. Speaking of movies, we have another announcement to make, which we're very excited about. We've just finished our Halloween Film Festival. We're about to go into the Christmas Holiday Film Festival. And it's been clear from the response, people have been really, really excited about this. There have been people that have been pushing for more movie and film screenings literally for years. We've done it when we can, but sometimes it gets busy and it's hard to schedule. You'll notice we have a new addition. We've moved the screen. It used to be in the back. We moved to the front. We have a new screen in the back, which is even brighter and more beautiful. So if you haven't seen that yet, come to Jack and the Beanstalk and you'll see it in full use. But because we have this option to shut things off, we can now be in production behind the screen, building sets, getting costumes ready, doing whatever we have to do, and not give away any of the surprises so that you could come and see a beautiful movie. So with that addition, we are now committing to a 2024 Hat Film Fan Club. And we'll have more details about this soon. Again, I don't want to talk any longer than I am, but we're committing to more than 30 film screenings of classic films from across the decades over 2024. Yeah. So again, stay tuned. We'll have full listings about that, but we're going to have at least something every month, usually a few things a month. Or on holidays, we'll try to have little mini festivals. That also will include sing-along movie musical screenings, which have been one of my favorite events. And to encourage you to come and see as many of those or all of those, we will be having a Hat Film Fan Club, all access pass, and for $50 you can come and see all of the films, as many as you like, for the entire year. So that'll be something we talk about more soon. Yeah. Okay. What I know some people have been dying and literally emailing every day about for weeks, the Hat Academy March Junior production. For the past few years, we've had a Broadway junior version of a musical that we rehearse through the winter. We have a big intensive period in March where all the parents get to send their kids here during March break, and we put a lot of work into making an amazing show happen. I'm so excited to announce that this year, I'm more nervous about this than the other shows. We will be doing a show that we've never done at the Hat, but it feels very appropriate for the 10th anniversary, as it is a Cape Breton legacy production, having been done and featured, in fact, in our own tribute to the Rotary show. We will be doing The Music Man Jr. So stay tuned. If you've been involved in a Hat Junior production, you should get an email today with more details, but in short, I will be directing, which I'm very, very excited about. It's been one of my favorite shows since I was too young to be in a junior production. And the music direction will be by our very own Suzanne Doan, who is with us in the audience. We're very excited about it. So that'll be for performers between the ages of 10 and 18. It is a very limited capacity, and it will be by sign up, first come, first serve for participation. So again, this is going to go to an email, but registration for that production will go on sale this Friday, which is November 10th at 10 a.m. There's only 30 slots that are going to be available for registration, which we know is probably not as many as are going to want to be involved. There'll be 20 senior positions and 10 junior positions, which is about what we felt made sense for the show and with the size of the stage. However, if those sell out, which we expect they will probably that morning, we will have a second option for anyone else. It won't be exactly the same, but for a lower time commitment and a lower registration fee, you'll be able to join the Hat Junior Choir, which will be up in the balcony. They'll be singing along with all the songs. You'll get to still be a part of an amazing production and not have to take as much of your time. So for those of you that are maybe too busy to commit to the entire production, that's an amazing option, and we'll get everyone that wants to be in one of those two streams. So again, stay tuned, and if you're already clicking your heels and giddy with excitement, make sure you go to our website at 10 a.m. on Friday or call our box office if you dare, and registration will go online for that. That's not all, believe it or not. We have a number of things outside of the main stage season, and a lot of this is going to be basically a tease. I should have maybe mentioned all of the 5 shows I mentioned are already on sale as of, I'm not sure what time it is, but at 2:30, you'll be able to see all of them. In 3 minutes, you'll be able to see them online, call the box office, and book any of those packages that I mentioned if you want to get in on that right away and book your favorite seats. What I'm about to say, for the most part, is not on sale yet, but it will be in soon days. But some of it I couldn't wait to tell, so we thought we'd throw this in as well. We have already announced this, and it is already on sale, but for those who love the Confidential Musical Theater Project, our next one is just a few months away on January 27th. That has been announced. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out together, and you can book that now if you like. It makes an excellent Christmas present. We also are thrilled that in the spring of 2024, we'll be doing a full workshop of a brand new musical, which is in fact the winner of a few years ago. We had a national playwriting competition for the Rita Jo Playwriting Award, and I'm so thrilled to say that Layup, which is our winner, is going to be further developed, and you'll get to see an excerpt of it with a full cast this spring here at the Hat. So we're very, very excited about that. It's going to be amazing. With wonderful mix of familiar faces and some new people coming in that we can't wait to share with you. Secondly, this is something, again, that's been in process since before the pandemic, but things are finally getting really, really on track, and we are so excited to announce also in 2024, we'll be announcing a brand new musical that has been adapted for a podcast. This is Apollo, a musical podcast experience, which will be developed by the Hat and the composers, Ellen Johnson and Emily Chu, which we're so excited to announce. It features a combination of, again, both local performers who've recorded their voices, as well as performers from across the continent, including from Broadway. So we're very, very excited to announce more about that. There's going to be a special Apollo social media channel that we'll share, and they'll have all kinds of teasers and more details, but stay tuned because that is coming as well, and we cannot wait to show you this incredible new musical. We're also working on a new site-specific project, so if you've enjoyed Little One, which we did back in 2020, this is a concept that is similar to that, only about 20 times larger in scope. We've been working on it literally for 6 years, and 2024 is the year it's finally going to happen, so that's all I'm going to say for now, but stay tuned. And we're also planning touring productions of 2 more Hat classic encores for the summer of 2024, and that is If I Had a Million Tributes, our Bare Naked Ladies tribute. Yes, absolutely. As well as a Nova Scotian tour of the Sea Shanty Show. So stay tuned for that. The last 2 things I'm going to say, and then you can all chat amongst yourselves. One of the great reasons that the Hat has been as successful as it has been the partnerships we've made in this community, both everything from local businesses, Dr. Luke's, all of our sponsors, the Cape Breton Fudge Company, people that when I first had any inkling that we'd be doing shows back in 2014, these are the people and the organizations and the companies that I knew we wanted to work together with. And it wouldn't be a 10th anniversary season without celebrating those partnerships with co-productions as well. So we have 2 exciting co-productions that I'll, again, tease, and you'll get more information soon. The first, this is something that we've recently started with Sacred Heart Downtown. It's been amazing success with collaborating in their beautiful George Street venue. Absolutely. If you saw the Best of Broadway or our Sinatra show recently, you know the atmosphere is second to none and the food is absolutely incredible. So there may be more news about other events, but we are now at this moment announcing that next summer, 2024, we will be bringing back and evolving Dream, Dinner and a Dance. Yes. So if you remember Dream, which was one of our first big hits many, many years ago, we'll be bringing it to that venue. It'll be in a dinner theater genre, we'll call it, but not, along with eating the food and seeing the show, you get to be part of the show on the dance floor. So stay tuned and get ready to enter the malt shop. It's going to be a sock hop to remember. Last but not least, again, in terms of the legacy and the partnerships we've had, a huge number of our most successful endeavors have been in partnership with the Savoy Theatre in Glace Bay, who I know all of us are familiar with and attend. And this is, again, a partnership a project we've been working on since before the pandemic, and I'm so excited to finally announce it. Those of you that remember Matilda, certainly one of my favorite shows, was our last co-production back in 2019, although the Confidential Musical Theatre project started as a co-production with the Savoy and wouldn't have happened if Pam Leader hadn't been so excited about it. So I am so excited to announce something now. I don't know that any of you will have heard of the show, but it's something that I cannot tell you how excited I am, and I think it's going to blow Cape Breton's mind. In June of 2024, the Savoy Theatre and the Highland Arts Theatre will be co-producing at the Savoy the very first Cape Breton cast of Mamma Mia. We have lots of details coming, and auditions will certainly be open for that as soon as we can get everything together. But we wanted to have that as our finale for this announcement. Tickets will go on sale December 1st, and you can check back at the Savoy website and our website and social media for more details. But book June 20th now, because it is going to be wonderful, wild time, and even if you don't like ABBA, you're going to love seeing all of your favorite Cape Breton performers up on stage on the Savoy stage. So thank you so much. I think that's everything I will say for now. As you know, I'm sure, this isn't everything. We've got more concerts, movies, screenings, all kinds of things that in coming weeks and months will be coming out of the woodworks, but this is quite a lot, and I've taken up enough of your time. So I will open up things for questions in a moment, maybe, but if anyone needs to go, or if anyone online has gotten tired by now, thank you so much for joining us. Check out our website and Facebook for more info, and see you at the Hat. I should maybe show you before I go, this is another stunning poster for the season by the incredible Hilary Scott, and you'll be able to see it on your own screens very soon, but here's the debut. If anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hands, and if you need to go, don't feel you have to stick around, but yes, I don't know that I know your name, sir, sorry. We haven't announced officially, but it'll be a full week. So it'll start June 20th, and it'll run probably 6 or 7 performances. Yeah, that's a very good question. Any other questions? Yes? Is the box office open now? Box office, I don't know if Allie's out here or if she's been kept on the phone the entire time, but if you want to go see the box office or call or go on our website, everything should be working, and if anything isn't for any reason, it's only because I messed up, so let us know, and we'll make sure we get you sorted. The thing I can guarantee after a lot of troubleshooting, I mentioned the same seat packages from 2019, 2020. Anyone who had those same seats, your seats are for sure booked. So even if you can't figure it out to renew it right away, we've got those seats on hold, and we'll get it sorted for you. So yeah, excellent question. Any other questions? Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, everybody. If you have questions in the comments, feel free to ask them, and we'll answer them as we can. We're not announcing the fall yet, although I will say we have a very exciting plan, and maybe we'll do another one of these in a few months. Thank you so much. I hope we see you at Jack and the Beanstalk. I hope we see you at A Christmas Carol and all of our holiday programming. If you want to stick around and chat, I'll be available, as will Adriana and anyone else that's here. Thank you for coming and making this so special. Happy anniversary.